venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance.
Oh, look out, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. He's up to 55 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. This crowd knows when to bring it. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's going to run it back. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Back to pass, it's Thorne. Using his legs to buy some time. Firing to the right, complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. This noise, this crowding, you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. trying to get to him. Wide open downfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Safe little shovel pass. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Gain of 34. That's a first down.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Oklahoma State 3.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They'll give it to the back. They knock him down right there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Akers. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he will score. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Number 13.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, But those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 2 to the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They want to run it left here. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to run for it. And the Buckeyes get it past the sticks.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Picked off. Looking for more room. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
They'll try the run. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. To the ground with the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. To the air, it's Akers. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Man, that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Ohio State, 7.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drop.
He's loose. He's at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on second down for this offense. Running to the left. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Akers. Pumps it downfield. Got a man in the middle. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Good, solid tackle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
3rd and goal from way back there.
Cricket.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
14.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He lofts one down the sideline. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the run, still looking. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No. Well, no.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll call for the fair catch here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
24, Ohio State, 14.
Up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got...
And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Akers. Coming after him. He looks that one in nicely. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another 1st down, 1st and 10 again.
Reads it, fires complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Now, you might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Leaves it with the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
21.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Barrels ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Oklahoma State, number 0 in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that's an offensive coordinator's dream drive, moving just 8 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Back to throw, it's Thorne. Feeling some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Got him downfield. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking left. He makes a catch. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
He makes a grab. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. The Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fair catch called for and made. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They go to the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is such a frustrating feeling. When you got a defense that drops back, takes away all the immediate options, does a really good job with the first play, the pass play, but then you got a quarterback that just pulls it down, easily gets the first down. I just don't know how you stop a guy like this.
At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lift on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
They're trying to get to it. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up.
Oklahoma State 45, Ohio State 21.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break.
42 Spider, 4-2 Spider, belly stunner.
From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! Here comes the two-point try.
Easy. Gaucho, Gaucho.
They'll go to the air. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
29.
Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Akers. Getting some heat. Finds his big tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Running it to the right. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Fighting off the defender. That's a 20. He's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dialing up a second down pass play. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
29.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Washington is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 2001 season where UW won the Rose Bowl and nearly won a title. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. They're trailing by 11 to Baylor. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Akers. Might be looking to run. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Power football with the run. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The Cowboys are marching down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. The play-action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting them forward.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, looking to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.